So now we are live.
Yes.
So what's the next question?
Question. How does the perception of jiva happens in the world?
Hmm.
How merging happens and who merges it?
So good question.
How does the
Yes.
perception of Jiva happens in the world?
How merging happens and who merges it?
This you have to think a lot. So let's see.
So you are looking for loka that we should do, or
I don't know what you want to do.
loka means much more authentic. If you say you go to this loka, understand, then
You have to find the shloka. That is the answer.
at least you are asking me in a big forest to answer this.
So this I am not
Let me
going to say
search.
anything. So you can take as much
Let
time as
me
you.
let me search.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
does the
Go ahead.
perception of Jiva happens in the world, or how merging happens and who merges it?
But you're searching.
Yeah, he's searching.
I am going through that initially Vishaya Anukramanike. I'm trying to search there. Is there any such word here? Index page.
Indexing. Okay, fine.
Yeah. But I'm not sure of getting the answer for that. There is a very crystal question, very tough.
Yeah. All the other questions were easy, right?
No, I started
Not
with
easy,
easy.
at least able to understand the question. Think so how merging happens means Jiva and Brahman. Na?
Whatever you want to take. No, you can't ask the examiner what is this question.
This is a question paper. You cannot ask doubts on the question. It's not that I have the answer. I am just telling you. But
Let me spend few minutes and come back on this. 192 to 193. 190 to 193. Okay.
is somebody online?
No, not today.
Okay, fine. Then I think they will not feel some silence is happening.
Yeah. Nobody is.
Okay, I got one shloka very close to this.
Hmm.
It's 196.
Good. Almost
स्वस्य
close.
द्रष्टुर्निर्गुणस्य क्रियस्य प्रत्यग्बोधानन्दरूपस्य बुद्धेः भ्रान्त्या प्राप्तो जीवभावो न सत्यो मोहापाये आस्त्यवस्तु स्वभावात्. Before that, Shishya is asking question to Guru, and the Guru is trying to respond to him. And now this is the response the Guru gives. That means the person without, that Sakshi, he is a Sakshi, and there is no Guna, he is Nirguna, and he is a Kriya Shunya, that means he is not doer, and he is Chidananda Swarupa. So that Atma, because of the Buddhi, he thinks that he is Jivi. Jivi means it is again not Satya, it is Bhava. That means he thinks. It is perception, Jiva Bhava. So this is not the reality. So because of this Swaswabhava, this is all these things what we are talking about. So when the moha goes away, naturally that itself will not be there. That means that Buddhi's bhava will go away. So the Buddhi's Bhranti is nothing but Jiva. The moment the Buddhi goes away, the moha is also not there. That is what the merger happens.
Good.
This is 196. The first part what he explained is Sakshi Rahita, Guna Rahita, Kriya Shunya, and that internal Swaswarupa is Atman. And because we have this Buddhi, we are Jivis. But actually that is not the reality. And because of Swaswabhava, when the moha goes away, automatically you are there. That means Jivi is, because of Buddhi happens. And when it goes away, when that merges, it's automatically you are Satya to Asatya. Sorry, Asatya to Satya moment.
Correct. Good. Now you read 197 also.
197, huh? Yavat Prantistavadevasya Satta Mithya Jnanojramitasya Pramadat Rajjam Sarpo Bhranti Kalina Eva Bhranter Nashe Naiva Sarpopi Tadvat. So as long as we have that perception, Bhranti, till then, night time when you go and touch this rope, it gives a feel that it is Sarpa, means it is snake. The moment that Bhranti goes away, perception goes away, automatically it is not Sarpa, it is, in real, it is only Rajju. That means it is only rope.
Fine.
So similar to that, Pramadavada Mithya Jnana. We have Mithya Jnana, which is not Satya. So till you have that Bhranti, till then we will have our Astitva called Jivi. The moment that Bhranti goes away, we are no more Jivi. We have already attained moksha.
Okay, now question is, which is Jivi and which is Brahman in this?
Here Jivi is the perception because of my Buddhi.
No, that's not answer.
Jivi is
Snake.
Correct.
Oh, here, huh? Okay, okay.
I asked specifically to this.
Yeah.
Snake is the GV, Brahman is the rope.
Right.
And it was rope from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning rope, it is rope, it will be rope.
Correct. But the GV, if it comes, then it becomes snake.
So GV is always only branch, yeah.
100%.
Of course. Those.
If
So
you,
that means as a GV, you cannot experience Brahman.
no way.
You have to. That is GV is up to Vijnanamaya Kosha, right?
You are again coming, stepping down.
And
but
okay, no, I understood. I'm again asking this question because of some reason. That means whomever we are interacting in this world, all those are GV only.
correct.
And the whole world, including you and me, are GVs.
Yes.
So this is perfect Brahmaloka.
Tomorrow, whoever stakeholders are coming to meet you are also GV only.
Yes. Creating some impressions and going away.
Yes. So, what do the GV do? Have you ever thought about it?
GV will do something which is beneficial to that.
No. Wrong.
GV keeps collecting senses, sense objects.
That's all it does.
What is that?
GV just collects the sense objects, the sight, the sound, the smell, everything. That's the only input it
yeah,
has.
okay,
Only
okay. Creating impression. That means creating all this and impressions created, memory.
yeah. It's like a mind. We had one verse in Bhagavad Gita also. There's a verse in Viveka Chudamani as well. So that's a verse I chose. Vilas.
Yeah, that is also an appropriate one. I know which one you are referring to.
168. That the simile of pouring the 5 priests pouring ghee on the mind, 5 senses.
Correct. That's a
That's what
perfect
I
one.
chose.
Where in Bhagavad Gita or
No, in this
Here
only.
also it is there.
here,
168. Manomaya Kosha.
168. Uh-huh.
I wanted to tell you to look in Manomaya Kosha, and then I thought, let me keep quiet. So I
168. Let me check that.
so that is beautifully explained. The same thing is explained in Bhagavad Gita also. And I think this is reversed and then actual this Homa and all you do, right?
Correct.
So this external representation of that.
Correct. That's all what it is. And when you do externalization, you attach value to it. That's all.
Okay, Vilas, this for bhakti approach. We are still bhakti is also mithya.
Yes. 100% bhakti is a mithya. It is Brahman Satya, Jagat Satya also.
Yajnam, danam, tapo, karmaha. All are mithya.
Yes.
So if everything is mithya, but only punyam can take us to this direction.
That is Anandamaya
That means
Kosha.
that means mithya only taking us to this direction.
No,
It is useful. It is needed.
The 5 koshas are part of mithya. That is what we went through yesterday. And that
Yes,
Ananda,
but they are needed.
no, they are needed. But the thing is, if you have knowledge, they are not needed.
Okay, till you attain knowledge, this is needed. Use it and then throw after that.
Yes. Don't get
Like
attached
bus.
to it. So let's say,
The moment you reach the station, you just come out of that.
yes. So let's say some deva comes and talks to me. I shouldn't be attached to that deva. Because even he is a mithya.
He is mithya.
But I will make it satya. I will say that this deva came to me and whenever I want, he comes to me.
Yes.
So I'm attached to that deva, right? Done. So now it is gone. Ignorance. Any sense perception of any existence is mithya.
Any sense perception is mithya. That means the study what we do, this Bhagavad Gita, Viveka Chudamani, is also mithya.
Ultimately, you have to drop all. It's only for providing you with knowledge, nothing else, not to hold it.
But knowledge is valuable here.
Knowledge is to get out of samsara, not valuable. Or again, if you put value, you are back in Jagat Satya.
Yeah. I am using the word value because I am very attached to that word in terms of Vedic part. Not
That's
Vedic,
all.
other discussion. So
No.
we are not giving the value, but we are not giving value to this Jagat, but the knowledge is something which is valuable for us,
Which is part of Jagat only.
Jagat. And we should not attach to even that knowledge.
Yes. The knowledge is to come out of ignorance. You are getting this
Knowledge is come
knowledge.
out of ignorance.
This
Yes.
knowledge, what you're getting, is to get out of ignorance, not add more ignorance to that ignorance.
Correct.
So if you know Jagat, with all understand Jagat, then you can appreciate Brahman better.
And that is the reason Advaita Marga is the most toughest. Not possible for everyone.
But is it possible to know the Jagat?
You are in
So
Jagat.
it is
We are knowing, no, Jagat.
it is mithya. When it is
Mithya,
mithya, what is there to
think-
know about?
I think when you say Mithya, I guess we get confused. It means it's impermanent. It's temporary.
Okay, temporary. Okay. Now, why I am asking is this rope and snake example. Rope is permanent, and only impression is snake.
Yes.
So why should I study about snake then?
We are in the snake, no? We are seeing only snake.
Okay, so
Right.
let me answer it in a different way, but good question. So let me answer this way. What is snake without a life, without consciousness?
Without consciousness, what is snake? It is rope.
That's all. Because the GV entered there, which is having life, prana. So it is moving.
I got it. Now I got it. Yes. Because GV is there, it is snake, and we are buried, scaled.
Yes. But when the life goes away from there, what happens?
It is just Panchabhuta.
That's all. And
Everything is Panchabhuta only.
does that mean Brahman was not there then?
Now yesterday that sloka says Panchabhuta is within Brahman only.
Correct.
If everywhere Brahman is there, snake is not nothing to fear about snake. Poison is also Panchabhuta.
Yes. Poison is made out of Panchabhuta.
The fear is created because that's a threat to my jiva, right?
That is where the intellect is the last faculty for that. So when we say Vijnanamaya Kosha, it attaches itself to Manomaya Kosha. So the one.
Can I say like this also? Yeah, just a minute. Can I say like this? So threat to jiva, but here jiva is also not permanent.
Jiva is never
So
permanent, no?
Yeah, that is the reason unnecessary we are worrying.
No, Jiva is not permanent, but we want to make it permanent.
We want to make it permanent because we have sukha there. We think it is there is sukha.
Yes, so we want to make it stable. We know it is unstable, so we want to make it stable. We know it is insecure, but we want to make it secure. See, how does life insurance, if you buy, make you secure?
Yeah.
But you feel secure, right?
Yes.
And how does medical insurance make you secure?
Hmm.
It really make you secure? No. You have
Not
to,
at all. Not at all.
you still have to take the pain of going to the hospital and then going through the treatment. Only thing is that you are not paying money, but money has got nothing
Yes.
to do with your pain, right?
Yes. 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 The moment they see our my medical insurance, their treatment level is totally different. Only
Right.
eating money.
Yes. So now that whatever it is, the pain you have to take in the body,
Yes.
that nobody is getting transferred, right? Can I transfer to the insurance company that, okay, I have this disease, why don't you take it?
Yeah. Pain you cannot transfer.
Ah,
Anger you can transfer.
no, nothing you can transfer. Anger you cannot transfer. You cannot transfer
Yes.
joy. You cannot transfer sorrow. You cannot transfer pain. You cannot transfer any emotion to anyone.
Yes.
So, what are we trying to then justify? That I will do anything to transfer it to somebody.
So we want to transfer bad things to others, keep good things with us.
Exactly. Thinking that by transferring, they will have it. No, they will not have it. Good thing also you cannot transfer, bad thing also you cannot transfer. That means your problem is your problem only.
That is true.
So then you see the GV is only suffering. You cannot transfer.
GV is suffering. Correct.
See, now I get salary. Because I get salary, I feel secure. But I'm not able to see the pain I'm putting for every project.
Not only that, that money, whatever comes, retaining, and it can go away. You have all kind of bias. If you have money, if you don't have money, no bias.
No, there is another problem. Because I have money, I have to invest now.
Yes.
Because people will say, what are you doing with money? Then I will ask, should I put in shares, mutual fund, land, or somewhere? I have to buy. Now after buying, I have to maintain, which is again a pain. Then I have to pay
Yes.
tax, which is again a pain. So basically, what I'm trying to do is to secure.
Yeah.
But it cannot be secured. And that is the thing what you just now read, that Rajju and Sarpa.
Correct.
You cannot secure, but it seems like there is a snake now because you have to do something about it.
Yeah.
And that 168th verse, what Lata is talking, is a perfect example. I also thought that you're going to bring this up anyway, since yesterday we were covering that 190s to 200 plus, so you search there. But 168 is the right one. That's the answer.
168. Huh? Right. Panchendriyaiः panchabhirev potvarih prachiyamano kshayajataraya jajjalyamano bahupvasanendasnaiः manomaya pancham.
Prapancham. So your
Prapancham.
prapancha,
Yeah.
the world, is created out of sense object, where the senses get attached to the sense object. So the Manomaya Kosha will get totally involved with it, and then the Vijnanamaya Kosha keeps on pouring the oil.
Yes.
So there is no Ananda. So now if you want to get liberated, you have to put all of this into Havan and burn. Then you are in Brahman. So that is a merger.
So culprits are panchendriyas here.
No. Culprit says the mind associated with the five indriyas. And that's the reason that day I was saying GV equals five senses plus mind.
So, if you, it is a mind because it is doing all that yajna inside.
Yes.
Panchendriya bring only heavies.
Yes. The burning is done by the Manomaya Kosha. So it always in Jwala.
This Manomaya Kosha, night time it sleeps, right?
No, only Dhuma. It is
deep
also there in the Viveka Chudamani itself. It says when the sleep happens, only Dhuma can be seen, meaning that Jivi is now in a Dhuma state. There is no fuel right now. It can any time become Jwala, but right now there is no fuel being put by the five senses.
I will go drop her and come.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
online.
Go ahead.
Ah,
Go
sure,
ahead.
sure,
Go
sure,
ahead.
sure.
Go ahead.
Panchendriyas brings fuel. Mind is creating problem based on the vasana.
Correct.
But
So-
the same mind, if you keep it in, if you don't allow mind to operate, I'm using the word carefully, if you don't allow mind to create problem, that means you're making mind to be actionless.
Then the
Can I
five
say
indriyas
during
will
that,
sleep.
5 indriyas will sleep? That is called yogi nidra. Yoga nidra
Yes,
you do
that is
during
Yoga Nidra.
Jagrata Avastha.
That is where in the 8th
Ah.
chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that when yogi wakes up, world sleeps, and when yogi sleeps, world wake up.
So this yoga nidra, see, the mind is controlled by me, right? In the yoga nidra, who is me there? Again, mind only or intellect?
No, 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 no. There is no I at all left.
No. Just see, my question is this. Now I have decided to follow this yogic method, and I am trying to do yoga, and I am controlling my mind. See, this is what something possible to do. And who is me here? Is it another mind within mind, or this is intellect? Is my question.
No, this is the problem. It has got nothing to do with five indriyas at all, and mind is beyond that.
So that shakti comes now for doing that yogic exercise, maybe pranayama, something. So it has to happen only within that mithya loka only, na? Out of buddhi, chitta, ahankara, within that only, right? Manas.
No, your chitta will be pure. So chitta vritti will not be there.
Still, my question is not properly answered.
No, it is
When I get
not.
that
It is not a
feeling that
new
I
mind.
should do
No,
it.
no, no. There is not a new mind or a old mind or whatever it is. But if you want to do yoga nidra in a way that there are no senses attached to the sense object, then there is no mind.
Yes.
There ends the matter. So you're dropped Vijnanamaya Kosha totally. The GV itself is lost. So there is no
That is the
Jagat.
result. No, that is the result. I got it.
Huh.
That is clear.
Huh.
My question is, who is doing? Now, to do that, I have to decide that I will be doing this. I have to decide. I should get into action. That me getting into action through intellect only possible. So that means intellect plays very important role in this journey, right?
Now that intellect is a very subtle intellect, which is all intellect taken together. So there is no I in that intellect. Only for transaction purposes, you are saying I am taking care of it.
So this is the pure intellect.
Yes, this is unadulterated intellect. But it is not the same intellect of what it says I.
So this is labha vivarjitaha. That
Yes.
means you don't look at the labhas. You just get into action.
Because there is no I left there.
Good. I think this is. When you decide that, you will reach there. That decision comes from the pure intellect.
Correct.
And for that you need only sattvika feeling, right?
There is
Other two not possible.
no. That also will go beyond. That's what you just now read.
Yeah.
Now, if you say sattvic, then again you are back in samsara.
So it's a gunadita.
is Gunatita. So now there is no I.
So Satvik means I will be there. Huh?
Yes, absolutely. Better I.
But it is the lowest. But it is very low I.
It is better I.
Better I.
So
Ahambhava, Ahankara will not be there.
all the misconception has to go, then only it works.
So I can think in one way that this is, my body is only Panchendriya.
You
I
are.
am not bringing any.
Yes.
Yeah, I am not bringing anything. I am not taking anything.
Correct.
So one is that awareness, Panchendriya, and then after your journey is over, you are thinking you are not Panchendriya. You are only Brahman. That time Panchendriya is within Brahman. So this is small one.
Correct. Now there is no need for Indriya. So then there is no need for Indriya, there is no need for Manas. If there is no need for Manas, there is no need for Buddhi. Then if there is no Buddhi and Manas, there is no Ahankara. Only Chitta is there, and that at the time of Chuti will not come back.
I will just repeat. When no Panchabhuta attraction, there is no work for mind. When there is no mind, no intellect to take any decision. When there is no intellect, you are already in your what do you call it, blissful feeling. Vijnanamaya to Anandamaya. When you are Anandamaya and below everything is dropped, then you will reach beyond Anandamaya.
No, it's not like that. So let me give you a correct one. First, Panchabhuta will remain Panchabhuta. Then
Yes.
Pancha Indriya, 5 Indriyas, right? They don't have any fuel. So you removed the fuel out of them. The fuel are the sense objects, Vishaya. Now when the Vishaya and the Indriya are not there, then there is no Manas. And when there is no Manas, there is no Buddhi. If there is no Manas and Buddhi, then there is no thing called as Ahankara. So now to say that I am doing meditation or I am doing yoga nidra, blah, blah, all that will not exist. Then what remains is only Chitta, which is pure and bright. So what is Patanjali's first starting? He says Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So there is no Vritti now. There is Chitta as Chitta.
Yes.
At the time of Chuti, happens to the Chitta. The death happens to the Chitta now. At that time, it doesn't have any fuel left as Buddhi, Ahankara, Manas, Indriya, and Panchabhuta. So there is no birth. So while being alive, while still existing due to prarabdha, the chitta of that person, so-called person, is pure and bright. That's all. It's shining everywhere.
Pure and bright chitta is nothing but that.
Brahman.
Tvam.
Tat is chit. Tvam is chitta. Asi is you have become. So Sat is the truth. Chit is the consciousness. Ananda is the bliss. So now in the chitta, you are pure and hence you are bright.
But that chitta will also go away.
Absolutely. No. The chitta will not come back again. That's all. That's what it means, merger.
But chitta is merger.
It's merging with what? Chit. The bimba and the pratibimba, right?
Yeah.
Now the bimba will never come back, which means it has merged with, the pratibimba will not come back. That means it has merged with Bimba.
Original.
But Madhvacharya says Bimba will remain as Bimba, Pratibimba remains as Pratibimba unless Sri Hari approves it.
Yeah, till moksha.
No, after death also it will remain separate.
Yeah, I'm using the word moksha.
But what Shankaracharya says is that moksha here and now, not after death.
Yeah, huge difference after death and when you are here now. Because here in Jagrata Avastha, you yourself is going there.
Correct.
Once you lose all this jiva, and you don't know because you have no control. There is no action possible, right? That
Correct.
is not possible.
Correct.
So moksha can happen even before death, as per Shankaracharya.
Right
There-
now, no, forget.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, as we are speaking, your chitta might become bright even now.
Yeah, once that moksha is attained, that person afterwards is not jivi.
He has got nothing to do with Jivi and Jagat and Ishvara also. He becomes beyond all the three.
He is beyond all that. So, that Madhva philosophy is Jagat, Jivi, Ishvara. That means you will go to Ishvara and Ishvara will decide.
No. Ishvara is your chitta.
Yes.
Now, the chitta will not get merged with chit.
Ah.
Chit is Vishnu.
Ah.
Or Hari. If Hari approves it, then you merge. Otherwise, no.
No, Hari is what? Hari is Brahman here?
Yes.
Okay.
Can be called as Hari, can be called as Vishnu, can be called as Brahman, can be called by whatever name.
Narayana.
Narayana. So,
But he is Gunatita. Gunatita, so there is no question of calling with any name also.
but that becomes a problem now. Because
Supreme power. Supreme power.
if you're
Supreme
supposed
power.
to have a supreme power, then why you have to be named?
Yes.
That is the
The
problem.
moment you give Nama and Rupa, is another avatara.
Yes. So it becomes Vishnu Avatara. That means even Vishnu doesn't have any mukti.
Yeah, he is avatara. So we have not seen anybody around us, either this Raghavendra Swami Mantralaya or Ramana Maharshi, as Brahman. They are the journey, they reach that stage.
Correct.
So no point in falling on their feet also.
Yes, because they are also working out like us.
That's the reason in Buddhism, I did that. Danda Namaskara, they said don't do it. In that Vailangla.
Correct. Bailukupe.
Belkupe, yes. So that is not a practice, right?
No.
Then what do? Why they keep
Nothing.
that Buddha in front?
No, that just like you keep Shiva, they keep Buddha. That, but has got, and in fact, Buddha never said that you keep my photograph or whatever, because nobody has seen how Buddha looked. First place.
So their practice is nothing in front of them. Huh?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
What is their process of them doing this, say, prayers or spiritual practice? What do they do morning till evening?
No, there is a way out. I think I had sent one write up to Lata. I can share that with you, and you will come to know the whole process. If you
It's only visualization in the mind about that.
No, it's not like that.
In a place.
No, it's not like that at all. It's totally different. Visualization is there in Vajrayana because it has tantra. Buddha teaching has got nothing to do with tantra at all.
No, tantra means what? Only meditation.
Only meditation, only observing your mind. Chitta Shuddhi
Only
only.
observation. Chitta Shuddhi.
Nothing else.
Shankaracharya also same thing.
Yes,
Chitta Shuddhi is needed through all this process.
correct.
And this Ashtanga Yoga is also same thing, right? Chitta Shuddhi.
No,
With
it
everything
has
Nirodha.
it has some difference, but not as clear
Ah.
as what Shankaracharya is all about.
But Shankaracharya here, whole in the Viveka Chudamani, there is no Narayana, there is no any God.
Correct.
It is only understanding Panchendriya, Panchabhuta, and then it is interesting. Then it's very, very, very interesting. Yeah, all this about Panchaprana, then about our Maya, Gunas, Panchakosha. Then after that, he enters Dhyana, Vasana Tyaga, then removing Ahankara, understanding Sat and Asat, Samadhi, Vairagya, Dhyana, Atmadarshana.
Correct.
There is nothing about any of these pujas rituals.
No,
You don't need any dravya here.
no.
A true Shankaracharya follower, very low investment, he can achieve this. If you invest, it is a problem.
Yes.
That is the reason I think Shankaracharya was also that time not liked by his own community people.
Yeah. That is the reason he was named as Prachanda Buddha, pseudo Buddhist. He was called.
Then why now? Then why now he is like a top in our philosophy?
No, he's not top in our philosophy. If you go by Advaita only, you will come to know about Shankaracharya.
But you look at the what you call the maximum knowledge, or even temple point of view also, ritual point of view also, the Shankaracharya is there very much. If you take Sringeri,
No, they have said,
anywhere.
no, they have added his name. He has never done that. That's what I wanted to tell you.
No, that Mandana Mishra, Suresh Acharya, right?
Correct.
He only started this Sringeri,
No, that
but
is
there was no
correct.
Sharada temple or something.
No, that you leave that. See, what I'm saying is, as Shankara, he never did that. The followers of Shankara has done it in different ways. That is separate, and they have dedicated it
So
to
there is a
Shankaracharya.
lot of compromise they have done, including today.
Yes, absolutely. If you go by Viveka,
It is not completely pure Shankara teaching. That means what is followed is a mix.
yes, it's a mix. So if you go by Atma Bodha, Atma Tattva, Aparokshanabhuti, Viveka Chudamani, etc., you will not find any mention of anything,
Yeah, nothing is there.
including
That I am very clear. Yes.
including
Nothing
if
is
you
mentioned.
go to Bhajagovindam also, you will not find that.
Nothing.
That is what Shankara is all about. Simple. If you find anything else other than that, where you have Sharada, where you have this, where you have the Saundarya Lahari, Lalita Sahasra Namam, and this and that has got nothing to do with Shankara. They were either dedicated to Shankara or they have put the name of Shankara, but real sense, nothing that Shankaracharya has spoken about.
It's the least priority for rituals.
It's not there at all. He never speaks about rituals.
No.
Forget about this book. No, we have gone through that Aparokshanabhuti, where he is spoken about ritual. In fact, he makes fun of the what is that Hatha Yoga. So Hatha Yoga existed at the time of Shankara also.
So this is not Dharma. This is not Hindu.
Whatever you want to say.
No. If that is so, this is just a path to liberation.
That's all. Yes, that is a perfect way of saying. It has got nothing to do with any religion or a sentiment or whatever it is. And in fact, during the time of Shankara also, he was the most disliked person by many. He had many enemies than friends.
Yeah, within enemies. Only thing is, I think he survived because of the strong message.
Correct.
For moksha means this.
Yes, but
All other places is
yes, and people wanted to continue doing whatever they are doing. And he is the only person who brought about telling that who is a Brahmana.
Brahmajnanena Brahmanaha.
That's all. Nothing else. So no rituals. Nothing like I will sit and do some homa and havna and all that. And this he found it from the Chandala.
Chandala, can you explain that? Elaborate.
No, the Chandala appears and then he says, go, why are you standing in front of me? And then that Chandala says that, what kind of Brahmagnani are you? You are identifying between you and Chandala.
Oh. Okay.
Then he prostrates to that Chandala.
That also shows that even in spite of so much of whatever he has done, still that vasanas are coming up.
Yes.
Forget about us.
See, Shankara is unmatched in Hindu, in the Upanishad and the Vedic thing. And he has taken quotation of, he has not nowhere he has mentioned anything about Veda. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, nothing you will find there. Okay. Then he has only taken Upanishad. He has not taken the Veda. He has taken only Veda Anga, not the Veda itself.
Yes.
You will never find any mention of any sukta or any hymns of the Rig Veda or Yajur Veda, Sama Veda and all that. And there is no mention that you should read Veda in a daily basis. You'll never find.
Yes.
And then he has taken only 10 Upanishad, Dashopanishad. Okay. Then he has taken Bhagavad Gita. Then he has taken the Badarayanas, Brahma Sutra. That's all. And that is the reason he was called pseudo-Buddhist, because he is taking something from here, but applying the principles of the Buddha. There are no puja.
He has applied what he has seen is right. That is experiential, right?
That is experiential. Now, if you really see, where are the pujas? There are no puja, there are no samagri, there are no dravya, there is nothing like you do it on Monday or you do it on this day, that day, and all that. Have you seen anything about Upavasa?
Nothing.
Yes. So that is what it is all about.
No, he has, I don't know, his Rachana, he says, for example, Shiva Manasa Puja, only Manasika, you don't need anything. That means Ratnai Kalpitamasanam Himajalai Anancha Divyambaram Nana Ratna Vibhushanam Ragadaram Modanchitam Chandanam Jati Champaka Bilva Patrachitam Pushpancha Dupan Tata Deepam Deyanide Pashupate Kalpitam Grahatam. Like that, you have some five. What a beautiful thing. Nothing is required, no photo, nothing. If you want to do it, you can do it from your manas.
But the
I
problem,
don't know now. After this, I don't know whether it is his.
no, it is not. See, now you see, it became a savikalpa.
It is a vikalpa, yes.
And then you're stuck.
Hmm.
And in any one of his rachana, you will not find this. No mention.
See, now, yeah, see, anything which is create some impression in my mind means not Shankaracharya now.
Absolutely. 100%.
Jagat impression I'm talking about.
Yes, including if you say Bilva Patra, it is Jagat impression only.
Yes, yes, yes. Everything is that only, na puja.
Correct.
Instead of doing, you don't have, you're doing manasika.
But still a puja only, right?
It is puja, it's a manasika. But
It's still
now
a
when I
puja.
look at that, I have doubt whether it is his creation or it is somebody's.
Now to do that litmus test, take all his book, Atma Bodha, Atma Tattva, and all of that include.
Nowhere it is mentioned. Nowhere.
No. So that's all what it is. So why we should go
Now I
and
have doubt about Panchayatana system. Definitely it is not his creation.
that is exactly what I was saying when I and you met. So this is what is Shankara.
And when you follow Shankara, you will not have any enmity with anybody because you are not interested in anyone, anybody's
Exactly.
wealth also.
Exactly.
So naturally, you are independent GV. Yeah. Do
And you-
whatever you want to do.
yes, and you end your journey. Simple. That is the whole idea.
Yes, you and your journey, you don't need anybody other than yourself.
Exactly. That's all.
Na mata, na pita, na putra, na janma. What a great then.
Correct. And that is the reason he wrote that Nirvana Shataka, and people just recite it. That's even more worse.
That is, there is no meaning in that. So when you don't need anything for this, it says now you can achieve your topmost spiritual goal.
Correct.
And nobody can say that, I need this for achieving. He says, actually you don't need anything.
Exactly. You drop everything
Drop everything. You are there.
because you are that. That's all. Tattvam Asi.
No Himalaya required, no shloka required, no Bhagavad Gita required, nothing is required.
Only this book is sufficient. That's the reason he says after Mukti also what happens. That is, we have yet to go there. He has covered that also, but
What is that after Mukti?
how you will be. In this Viveka Chudamani, 162 verses talks about after liberation what happens.
162, huh?
That's what we were discussing, right? Jivan Mukta.
No, after Jivan Mukta.
Yeah, Jivan Mukta. Yeah, Jivan
No.
Mukta,
After Jivan Mukta, there is 162 verses which will talk about what will you be doing on a daily basis.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then it is ending at 582nd verse. So he is given after also. That means you have done all your training, you have achieved your certification. After that, what? That also is given.
How to understand your Jivan Mukta or not?
Yes.
That's very clearly mentioned.
Yes.
Jnaniga prarabdha. No. Anatma nishedha. Atmanu abhava. Then upadesha upasamhara. Yes. Paramartha bhedarahita. Atma darshana. Yes. This is Adbhuta Grantha.
That one book is sufficient for liberation.
So,
yeah.
Now Bhagavad Gita, if you see, if you have a lot of problems, you are in the samsara, how to come out, it shows clearly.
Correct.
And after that, you should enter here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, many things are covered in Bhagavad Gita, but this gives a much better clarity.
Correct.
Here no relationship here, nothing. It is only you and your body and your mind.
That's all. That's all what is required anyway.
Okay, Vilas, what is next question now?
No, it is 9:30.
I don't know. I think Lata, I think when you were there, he has explained me one very nice thing. I'll just try to repeat that.
Okay.
What he says is that when you drop your Panchabhutas
Hmm.
and no fuel for Pancha Indriyas, no work.
Right.
When no fuel, there is no Vishaya inside.
Yes.
When there is no Vishaya, there is no mind. Manas is, nothing is there inside, clean.
Hmm.
When there is no Manas, there is no work for Buddhi.
Hmm.
But Buddhi is also not acting.
Hmm.
When no Buddhi, there is no Ahankara. Buddhi always
Right.
says, you do this, do this. No Ahankara, nothing is there to do. When no Ahankara, what remains here is only Chitta, that too pure Chitta.
Hmm.
And Chitta will die because there is no fuel. None of this, whatever explained so far, is not there. No fuel, it will die.
Hmm.
So this is the travel from Panchabhuta, Ahankara, and dropping everything, and finally Tat Tvam Asi. Chit. And the pure Chitta is that you, Brahman,
Hmm.
and Tat Tvam Asi, and you are that.
Yeah, correct. Good explanation. In very one short sentence, everything is covered.
Yes. Very nice. I think for next 1 week, I will meditate on this class.
Yeah, sure, do that. So, just to conclude, is your practice should be like this. Whatever you're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling are part of Pancha Bhuta only.
Yes.
You can't escape anything outside this Pancha Bhuta. So, whatever the Vishaya is on the Pancha Bhuta only. So, if the senses, Chakshu, Shrota, Grana, Jivha, Kaya, does not associate with this Panchabhuta created objects, Vastu or Vishaya, then Manas will become completely blank. There is nothing inside that. The screen is blank. Just like a
That is
switched off TV.
silence. That is silence. Real
That is silence. There is nothing. There is no chattering. Now, if there is no chattering, the buddhi becomes completely pure because there is nothing to be used. There is no identification. There is no experiencer, and there is nothing to experience. And there is no relationship because of that. Relationship between the experiencer and the experienced is not there. Because that is not there, then who is experiencing? No one. So there is no ego, ahankara. So what remains is only chitta, which is pure and bright. And that is there because of its prarabdha. It will become aikya, meaning it joins back to chit whenever it ends its journey and never comes back again. So Patanjali says yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. So there is no vritti. Vrittis are all of these. Ahankara, buddhi, manas, pancha indriya, pancha vishaya, and then pancha bhuta. So no vritti. And guna comes where? Guna comes in the buddhi. So you have transcended the buddhi. The chitta has transcended the buddhi. And the swabhava of chitta is atma swabhava. It itself. Its own nature, which is bliss, ananda. So if you practice like this, you will definitely achieve to see what is chitta, which is you.
Yes.
So chitta is purusha, everything else is prakriti. And then Shankara says chittani na aham. That means he goes beyond that. We have ended at chitta, which is self-realization. Liberation is beyond chitta. So if somebody says I'm self-realized, it means that he has understood that he is indeed chitta, pure and bright. That's all.
Chitta
Now,
is no vritti,
then liberated, gone.
then that person for others
He's
he is
dead.
like a mad.
No,
He
he is
like
a dead
dead or
person.
mad.
No, he
Dead.
doesn't become mad. He becomes a dead person. That is the reason Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter, Krishna says, when the world is awake, yogi is sleeping. When the yogi is awake, world is sleeping.
Yes.
Because the chitta doesn't have any vritti. So what will anybody do with him? Nothing. So becomes stita prajna. He has attained sthiti. The chitta is not moving anywhere. So it has attained sthiti. And that prajna is Brahman.
Highest prajna is Stita prajna.
Correct. Which is unmoved by anything.
Stita. No movement. Yeah.
There is no movement. If there is movement, then there is birth and death. If there is no movement, there is no birth. Hence, no death.
No movement means it is there everywhere, all pervading.
There is nothing to move now.
Nothing to move.
Right now, we are all moving. So there is fear.
So GV is always a limit, and Sat is always unlimited.
It's
No need
always
of
there.
movement.
It's always there. And it cannot be measured because there is no movement. What will you measure now?
Yeah, from how to measure? There is no tape of measurement. No?
Because it has to
Everything
move.
is within only.
Yeah, it has to move. There's nothing to measure because there is no movement.
Now it's slowly possible to understand this limitless, timeless, boundaryless.
Yes. So just by calling Ananta, Achyuta Ananta Govinda is not going to give any liberation.
It is just to remind you that this is Achyuta, Ananta, and Govinda.
Yeah, but people keep on reciting it, right? Only recitation, only recitation.
That
only-
Achyuta is nothing but you bring immediately one name and also one photo in front of you.
Correct.
Deity will be there.
Deity will be there. So that is Achyuta.
Hmm.
Achyuta.
That-
Chuti means chitta not getting cut is Achyuta.
So if you go to temple, doesn't go to temple, no difference here.
Yeah. So people fight
So
because
when you do all this cleanup, automatically you are there, cleaned chitta.
clean chitta and you will not
But
come
to
back again.
clean the chitta, it's a huge process. Because
Yes.
so much dirt is there.
And that is the reason it is called a chitta shuddhi, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, there was no need to be using that word chitta shuddhi. So chitta shuddhi is removing from panchabhuta, pancha indriya, pancha vishaya, then manas, buddhi, ahankara. And then you have the pure chitta, which is shuddha.
Ananda.
Now your can be called as sadananda.
So we have covered only 6 questions. And we progress.
Yes. And if I send the 30
is it?
questions, you know how far it will go.
What is the next question, Lata?
Next question, huh?
Ah.
And the next question is, I think we have already discussed. What is Jiva from Viveka Chudamani perspective?
Yeah, we have already covered that.
Yeah, this is, we have.
7th one is covered.
8th one is, who performs the good and bad actions?
That also we
Okay, that
covered
is
yesterday.
covered. And then the second part of it, how vasanas are created.
That is the interesting one.
Yeah. So how vasanas are created. So that's an interesting one. Yes. So the first part we covered. So anyways, the Jiva who creates the good and bad actions, and how vasanas are created. That is good one.
Okay, so the
next week.
assignment for you is take 1 week and reflect upon this and then look at how vasanas are created. You can read through the entire Viveka Chudamani to find shlokas which talks about vasana.
Yeah. I found one verse and kept a set of verses, and one particular verse I have found and kept.
Okay, good.
But I will not say.
No, don't say. We'll meet it. We'll make it open on Tuesday.
Yes. Set of 19 verses or 20 verses.
Yeah,
And
good.
one particular verse.
So you're given a clue too, but he will search for 19 now. Where are those set of 19 verses? Good.
Vasana Vasudevasya Vasitam Te Jagattrayam.
Okay, so we'll meet on Tuesday then.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Vilas,
bye.
and have
Thank
a
you.
nice trip to Mumbai and back.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Have
Thank
a
you then.
safe journey.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Lata. Bye. Thanks, bud. Bye.